No. So interestingly enough, we have made very tangible things, fiduciary instruments that we have to protect, that we have to move, which are just representations of permission and access. And now we're being asked to start to be really esoteric about how we start to look at that, what we can actually assign value to move and exchange. The primary thing is, how do I fundamentally build an infrastructure that allows me to adapt to new concepts that can be unitized and commercialized. And it's no longer just a thing or a resource. It could be complex ideas. So we're moving away from this thing called money into this thing called concept. And I want to exchange concept because at the root of the concept there is value and there is a market for it. So how do I allow the movement of that value of concept to actually be its own marketplace? So part of it's a very practical, how do I face into this? Understanding that the technological infrastructure that I build will enable everything going forward. But what I have built today is fit for purpose for money and for that unit of calculation. But now I have to reimagine that I can unitize anything under the sun. And can I future-proof this? Also, how do I do this in a way that is value-oriented around certain principles, be it privacy, data control, consent management, at speed and scale, because there is value in time in addition to the thing or the concept that's being traded. So how do I start to look at mobility of concept, not just mobility of things? And how do I de-risk this? So there's a number of assumptions that we have around money. And it was Monday morning, I would sit down and work with the team to identify what value, how you define value, and then how you actually assume rules around that that have been implemented early to enable this particular system. But I would challenge each and every single one of the assumptions that we have around that, because it is no longer just about that. It is about the flexibility and adaptation of the assumptions that underpin the systems that we build.
I want to pick